Hello and welcome back to our Pokemon X Randomizer Nuzlocke. This is part 29 and we are back with Pokemon X once again because I still don't know when my YouTube is going to be fixed, and also the Pokemon Clover episode that is going to be coming out next is going to be time consuming, as I do believe we are at the point in Pokemon Clover of needing lots of keys, and that is going to require a lot of effort on my part to try and keep it short and simple and hopefully concise for everyone to get through. So I'm going to put a lot of effort into that video, so we're doing Pokemon X again today. Good old randomizer. Hello there, Lysandra. I was thinking this was the bottom half of the Geosenge Town location at the end of last episode. That's not where we are. We are here by 3,000-year-old man. So, listen, one who will face Lysandra. I'm listening. My ears opened. Oh. Wait, story time. Story time. I've missed this. This was a really nice cutscene. It is a long cutscene, so we're going to be here for a moment, and I have seen it before, but it is a great cutscene. This is very nice. There was a man and a Pokemon whom he loved very much. A war began. The man's beloved Pokemon took part in the war. I see him up there, firing his laser at a Weavile, of all things. Several years passed. The war continued. The Pokemon. Edge. He was given a tiny box. Man wanted to bring the Pokemon back, no matter what it took. Spoilers, he did it. Man built a machine to give it life. He sure did. He sure did. Which is crazy. This machine is crazy. The idea of one man building this is still crazy to me. He brought his beloved Pokemon back, which is still crazy. I would find it more believable if he found, like, a mythical Pokemon that could do it, but the fact that he built that machine is insane. The man had suffered too much. His rage still had not subsided. He could not forgive the world that had hurt the Pokemon he loved. Which, you know, is fair. It's fair. He turned the machine into the ultimate weapon. Music, this is your cue. Go hard. There it is. This is still such a good cutscene. It feels a little bit dated now because, you know, 3DS and all that, compared to some cutscenes. Or maybe I'm just thinking that because I've been watching, you know, trailers for, like, the Elden Ring DLC that I should not be comparing a Pokemon game to, but still. Man became a bringer of destruction that ended the war. 3 days till the Elden Ring DLC, by the way. Pokemon that was given life must have known sacrifices required to bring it back to life. Yeah, basically what I said. But the lives of many Pokemon were taken to restore its life. Sad Floette. Sad Floette Eternal, I guess we should specify. The resurrected Pokemon left the man. Yeah. The man, however, is in front of us right now. A very, very nice, touching cutscene. I do like it a lot. Get the key back. It should not be used. Everything will vanish again. Do you want to know unending pain, like I have? It's okay, you'll get your Pokemon soon. That is Az, or AZ, I still don't know which one we're referring to, who may or may not be in the new Pokemon Legends game. We'll see. He might be in there somewhere, I kinda hope he is. He has the same name as a king that lived 3,000 years ago. For some unknown reason, he had the key to the ultimate weapon hung around his neck. Finally time. Follow me to my chambers. Yeah, I guess if he's a king, I do always kind of forget that detail. I forget he's not just, you know, a random dude. But yeah, if he's a king, I guess it makes sense that he'd be able to build an ultimate weapon. It's not like he just, you know, picked up a stone pickaxe and a stone axe and was like, alright, it is time to go. It's time to craft myself the incredible machine. Probably had a full team working on it, which makes way more sense. But yeah, in my mind, I was like, he just did it with some sticks and stones. If he did that, that would be crazy impressive. It's time for another battle with that guy, isn't it? So, the Pokeballs we received and the Pokemon we've gathered are where they need to be. Add it all up, and it means our preparations are complete. The only thing left to do is put the plan in motion. I'm counting on you. Hello, I'd like to stop the plan in motion, and I want to push the buttons. I really do. I want to push both those buttons. One push of a button, and we can activate the ultimate weapon from this room. I believe being a chosen one means you have the potential to change the future. Whether we activate the ultimate weapon, or leave it safely underground, will rest upon if you actually have this potential or not. I'm activating the weapon. I want to see the pretty lights. I'm gonna be honest. I want to see the pretty lights go off. Oh ho ho ho! You're the one I've heard so much about. I've been waiting for you. Need to do a little research on you? Come, let us begin. Yeah, another reason why we're doing Pokemon X today is also the fact that the Pal World update is meant to be coming out sometime soon. And with that Pal World update, I do want to go back to uploading Pal World videos again, and I feel like it would be nice if we wrapped up the Pokemon X Randomizer ready for the Pal World update drop. I don't know if we're going to be able to do it like immediately for release. We might have like a few more episodes to go, because Pokemon X is it's a decently lengthy game. And we have been leaving this playthrough basically unedited the whole way through, so we might end up needing a couple days of time to finish up this Pokemon X Randomizer before we can jump into Pal World. I'll probably ask a little bit closer to its actual release date with like a poll, how many people are actually interested in seeing it. I'm going to be playing it regardless. I just want to know if it's something that other people want to see me continue with, or whether they're like, I've seen Pal World, I've seen the tower bosses, cool, you're done. I'm very interested. I'm playing it regardless because new pals. And the creature collection maniac inside of me is like, hey, I need those. I still remember Pal World's initial trailer where they showed this giant whale flying through the sky, and that was the first pal that I was like, I need that one. And it's not in the game yet. So whether it comes out in the Sakurajima update on the 27th or not, that remains to be seen. But my end of June is going to be some real nice games with the Elden Ring DLC in 3 days and the Pal World update a week after that. It is going to be lovely. I am looking forward to the games that are around the corner. I am very, very happy about it. Hello, Reshiram. Okay, so Jirachi Reshiram was starting things off scary. Got it. Got it. We can go to Pringles, which is not a bad idea. We're Assault Vested, we resist fire. Dragon-type moves still hit us for neutral, but we can hit back with Surf, which is neutral. And then we're not risking getting outsped by this Reshiram, because we are a negative speed nature. So there's a part of me that's always like, I could stay in and go for a Dragon Claw, and probably one-shot this thing, which would be really nice and time-convenient. However, Reshiram outspeeding me and hitting me with a Dragon Breath, I get paralyzed. Just saying. I get paralyzed by the Dragon Breath, suddenly I'm fully paralyzed, and then Reshiram murders me. You know, it doesn't sound fun when you think of it that way. So, we'll go to Jellicent. Jellicent, actually star of the show lately. Ever since Frillish evolved, I am relying on this thing way more than I should be. I feel like up to the point of Frillish evolving, I was fully like, Zekrom's the Pokemon that I'm using for everything. And now Zekrom's relying on Pringles. Just how it goes. Just how it goes. The turns have tabled, as some people would say. I will never say that saying the right way around again. It'll just never happen. Is that stuff going to be enough? Probably not. It is not. I'm going to full restore, and my reasoning for this is Pringles is probably going to be needed for whatever the next Pokemon is anyway, because we rely on Pringles for every Pokemon. So we may as well full restore and get rid of the paralysis. Cue the paralysis coming back. We did not get immediately paralyzed again. We can also finish it with an Ominous Wind for the stat boost, which we still haven't really been able to take advantage of. But I would like to take advantage of the stat boost at some point, because it would be fun to use, you know, Sweep a Jellicent. It would be very goofy. And Spinda. I'm not too afraid of Spinda. I'm just gonna click Surf. Psych Up. That could be scary if we got the Ominous Wind boost, to be fair. Although also if we got the Ominous Wind boost, we would have outsped and maybe even KO'd with that Surf, so is what it is. Spinda's such a weird Pokemon. It's such a high effort Pokemon for a really bad meme. Like, Spinda having 4 billion combinations of those spots That took effort to code, and I don't know why it exists. If your favorite Pokemon is Spender, honestly, you're a better person than me. You deserve everything. As a great Pokemon to choose, I just don't get it. Wonderful. Amazing. You have tremendous skill and bravery. Thank you. When you add that up, it means I will tell you something very interesting. It happened 3,000 years ago. The ultimate weapon was used to put an end to the war in an instant. If we use that incredible power, we can finally free Kalos of the foolish humans that plague it. Behind me, you'll find a red button and a blue button. One of them is the button for activating the ultimate weapon. Push one now. Come on, push one. I blow up weapon, I go red. I don't think it matters which one you press, but I go red for boom. You pushed it. Oh, there was no thoughts that went through my head. I was just like, it's time. You pushed the little red button. Too bad for you. Pushing that button has enabled us to use the ultimate weapon. Don't feel too down though. I would have activated it even if you had guessed correctly. Come on now. Look at the monitor. Looking excitedly at Boom. Yes. The 3 fingers. Okay, nope, stop. Elden Ring is 3 days. Wait. Calm brain. Calm. Resist urge for Elden Ring. I've stayed completely spoiler-free, by the way, so I will not be saying any spoilers about Elden Ring here. Don't worry. I'm never going to spoil anything about that game. The only thing I've seen is the trailers, and even then, I'm not spoiling anything in the trailers. I'm just gonna say they looked great. That's not a spoiler. That was obvious. I'm slightly concerned about its release though, because I remember Elden Ring when it first released, I had a horrible glitch where the game stuttered every time I moved vertically. A little bit like what this cutscene is doing right now, just a little stutter every now and again, and I'm hoping that does not come back. I'm hoping that is not an issue that will be happening. I have no idea why my 3DS is stuttering though. Not a clue. I wouldn't say this cutscene is particularly intense, but there it is. There it is. I want to touch the orb. I want to touch the orb really badly. Also, I kind of want a chunk of the pretty shiny crystal. Not gonna lie, that'd be kind of nice. Did you see? The ultimate weapon is reborn. Poisonous flower has bloomed. All shall perish, except for Team Flare. It has blossomed in Geosenge Town. The boss's dream of creating a beautiful world will come true. Add it all up, and it equals a victory for our science. Okay, it is time to head on over. Alright, we have arrived in Geosenge Town, and before we go ahead and continue on with everything that's going to unravel here, because we're probably going to get into some deep story in a moment, let's get into question of the day. And you know, it's been a little while, it's been a few episodes, which means it is time for the old classic of the random Pokemon generator once again. So, for the theme of this one, I would like to go ahead and keep things interesting. Ooh, what is this? They've updated the random Pokemon generator since I've last been on this. Okay, that's interesting. Wait, we could do regional-based. Regional-based is interesting. We could do, like, the new generation of Pokemon. We could go with just Gen 1. Everyone loves Gen 1, after all. We could do baby Pokemon with unevolved Pokemon only. That sounds kind of interesting. We did some other things like this. We could go with, let's go with not fully evolved Pokemon, shall we? I guess we probably want to exclude legendaries from this. They'd win too easily. We can keep with sprites and natures. We can keep with form. Well, a mega won't really work for a baby, so maybe we'll take off forms. No forms, no legendaries, unevolved Pokemon. Let's see what we get. Okay, this is more of a grouping. This is more interesting. Yeah, this is a variety of typings at least. Okay, I appreciate the variety of typings. Chinchou good against Pansear, Chespin good against Chinchou, Pansear good against Shroodle's poison actually. Elgium's good against Shroodle, Eevee can get Bite and Bite Elgium. There's some interesting options here. It took a couple of tries to go ahead and actually get an interesting grouping of baby Pokemon. But this is going to be question of the day. Who wins in the Battle Royale between these 6 Pokemon? Alright, time to think about that while we go ahead and glide our way over to the ultimate weapon. Look at this thing. I want to eat a piece of the crystal. Does that make me weird? Maybe. Maybe. I can't help it. I think for my answer to question of the day, it's probably gonna have to be Chinchou. Just because it's my favorite Pokemon on there, and I feel like Chespin sucks. I'm gonna be honest, I feel like Pansear is gonna go first, and it's gonna annihilate the Chespin, which removes the Chespin from being a threat. And then I feel like Chinchou just, you know, spams Surf or something. So I'm gonna give it to Chinchou. There is definitely bias because it's a Pokemon that I really enjoy. But I'm interested in seeing other people's opinion. I do think that Eevee and Elgyem have a good shot. I think that realistically, all of those Pokemon, other than maybe Shroodle, have something going for them that could give them an edge and get them the victory. I think Eevee is probably an interesting choice because obviously, you know, normal type, it's not really weak to any of the other types, so it makes it just a good all-arounder. I think that's an interesting one. I do. Did take a couple of attempts to actually get one that looked interesting though, because as it turns out, it wanted to give me single grass type versus 5 water type several times in a row, which, you know, as you might expect, I feel like the grass type would win. Even if it's a Smoliv against, you know, a Barboach and a Timpole and, you know, other water types, if it's got 4 times super effective Mega Drains, I just think it wins, so they weren't super interesting up to that point. That's a scary Pokemon. I don't love seeing an Aegislash. I really don't. Because my Pokemon in my mind that deals with it is Infernape. However, Aegislash can hit really hard. It is still the Pokemon to deal with, though. I mean, we resist Steel. It's probably a Ghost type move coming at us, because, you know, Shadow Sneak or something would be super effective. But Shadow Sneak would put it into Blade Stance without being super damaging. Aerial... Okay. Ow. We do outspeed. Unless it Shadow Sneaks. If it Shadow Sneaks, it's not going to do enough damage to KO us. That was a super effective Aerial Ace. Consider that 120 base power. The Shadow Sneak is only going to be half of that damage. It's not going to hit that hard. We could heal and see if it maybe goes for something like King's Shield. Because we can live an Aerial Ace crit. Obviously, if it goes for a King's Shield, that can be worse. Because it could put itself into a state of, you know, more defense. And then we might not one-shot. Whereas if we went for Flame Burst, we might just one-shot it. But I would like it to go for something other than Aerial Ace right now. Even if it's just like Sacred Sword or something, if it has that, Aerial Ace again. Does it do more or less? It did more. Okay. Yikes. I don't like this. We could intimidate it with Pretzel, but Pretzel can't hit it back for any real damage. But intimidating it does seem like a nice option. And then maybe going to something like Regigigas after the Intimidate has gone off. Let's Intimidate it, first of all, because Aegislash is scary. And it is a Pokemon that I'm always like, yep, that thing's... Oh. Oh. We're gonna Thunderbolt it with Zekrom. I need this thing to get hit hard, and Regigigas is not gonna be the thing that does it. Please Aerial Ace again. Please don't Swords Dance again. We gotta do damage. We gotta do damage. We gotta get this thing lower. We're Thunderbolting. We do go first. He's still in this stance, which means this is going to hit hard. I should have Flame Busted originally. I made that scarier than it needed to be. Aegislash in sword form is not... It's not tanky. I need to just Flame Burst that if that happens again. Okay. My mind went, hey, this is a scary Pokemon, you know. Maybe if it just goes for King's Shield, then next time it uses Aerial Ace or whatever will be less afraid, or I don't know why I made that so scary. I made that way scarier than it needed to be. I'm gonna go and heal immediately, actually. That was not how I want things to go this quickly. Dun 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 dun. Okay, we are healed, and let's hope that things are no longer going to have Aegis Lashes. When I was in Lysandra's lab, the masked heroes told me what was going on. They also told me that Team Flare plans. They told me what Team Flare plans to do with the ultimate weapon. Come on, let's stop Team Flare. No, we have to stop Lysandra himself. The world isn't corrupt enough to give up on it yet. Well... well... well, about that. I mean, it's pretty corrupt. Sorry, not to crush anyone's dreams, but it's a little bit corrupt. I don't know. This might not be the way to go about it. This is more of a genocide kind of route. But yeah, it's pretty corrupt. It was 3,000 years ago the ultimate weapon was used, and many Pokemon lost their lives. I don't think there's any goodies to grab from any of these people, so we're just gonna waddle on up to the old front desk, and we're gonna see what he's got going on. There it is. Look at that tree. The ultimate weapon's flower has finally bloomed above the soil. Don't you find its beauty captivating? I do. I want to take a bite of it. I said this. As we speak, it draws its energy from the legendary Pokemon. We're not going to let you use the ultimate weapon. Even though resources, space, and energy on this planet are limited, the number of people and Pokemon has increased to an unsustainable level. Whether it's money or energy, the ones who steal are the ones who will win this world. That doesn't give you the right to destroy everyone, but the ones that Team Flare chooses, I don't think they're gonna be okay. I'm gonna be honest, I think the people in Team Flare are probably getting wiped out as well. So, tell me. The Mega Ring. Did you share it? That's different. We competed for it, but... and there is only one of something, it can't be shared. That's not necessarily true. It could be shared. We could have, like, a rotating day system where we share the Mega Ring. We just didn't want to. When something can't be shared, it will be fought over. And when something is fought over, some must survive without it. The only way to create a world where people can live in beauty, a world without conflict or theft, is to reduce the number of living things. Okay, Thanos, calm down. What about Pokemon? You cry. Yes. Why? The low quality of her face is really funny to me. Oh, 3DS era times. Pokemon shall no longer exist. Pokemon are wonderful beings. Humans have worked with Pokemon, and we have helped each other flourish. But precisely because of that, they will inevitably become tools for war and theft. Enough of this. You want to stop the ultimate weapon, and I refuse to do so. So, I will keep you busy for just a moment. Okay, but how are you going to stop Deoxys? Right? He's up in space. He don't care. He's a Pokemon. What about Clefairies that are going to come down on meteorites? Pokemon are just going to come back. They'll be fine. Maybe Mew will just transform into Deoxys and fly off and then, you know, do all that stuff again. Arceus, Dialga, Palkia, they're going to be fine. You know, I'm going to be honest. I think Lysandra hasn't fought enough through. I don't know if he knows enough about the Pokedex. There's probably some Pokemon that's going to be like... every Pokemon underground, like all of the Aaron and stuff like that, they all have Sturdy. They live. they all get to just survive the one blast. They're fine. Yeah, I think everyone's going to be okay, to be honest. I gave it a little bit of thought, and it didn't seem that difficult to keep Pokemon around. Are we staying in against this Solrock? I guess we can stay in against the Solrock. Dragonclaw will still do a good amount of damage. It's fine. Heal Block. That could be scary in the future, depending on what comes out. But so far, I'm just going to keep rolling through his team. No Thoughts Head Empty, Zekrom, keep destroying things. We are obviously still playing on set mode, so there's always a chance of something scary coming out. Like a Flygon. Yeah, that applies. Sprinkles is realistically the one to use for this, though. There shouldn't be any Fire-type moves on Flygon. We might get hit by, like, a Rock Slide. That could hurt, but even still, I think this is what we have to swap into here. We have Glaciate, which will do a lot of damage. We could try an Ice Shard one-shot it, which I think we'll go for. Sandstorm. That's rude. I said rude, not Darude, but that's also Darude if you think about it. We are going to Mega Evolve and Ice Shard on the off chance that it one-shots. Because realistically, we're getting outsped by this Flygon anyway. We have no reason not to. Ice Shard has been a very convenient move for this thing to have. I do appreciate having it. I wish we had Ice Beam, you know, so we could come in for a good old neutral Ice Beam every now and again and do a lot of damage. We get to reactivate Snow Warning, which is good and bad. I mean, our team all gets hit by Hail. Ice Shard does one-shot the Flygon, though. That is very nice. It does reset up the Hail, which still hits a lot of our team, so it's not super useful. Pignite, yeah, okay, we're out of there. We're gone. We're going to Jellicent. It's time. Poor Regigigas is falling below. Okay, I was gonna say, if Quick Claw made it go before my swap out, that'd have been insane. I know that's not how it works, but I still got afraid. Quick Claw Flamethrower Pignite. Level 51. Levels are really getting up there, by the way. They are starting to get to some high levels. At the end of the day, a level 51 Pignite isn't super scary. And my plan is still, once again, I'm not going to train up my Pokemon until we lose a Pokemon. I'm going to keep with that mindset. EXP share off and all that. But, scary. Deoxys Attack Form. That's also scary. I mean, Ominous Wind is super effective, so I don't really want to swap. We're also in with our Salt-Vested Pokemon, so... Horn. That's fine. That's fine. Go for it. Horn Pringles. Pringles does not care. Pringles is feeling ominous today. Nice. Nice. I'm not too surprised at that one shot. After all, you know, attack form. More XP to Pringles. Yep, I know. It's definitely becoming my ace. But what are you really protecting? A tomorrow that will only end up being worse than today? Yeah, that's the plan. Yep. Thanks for the money, by the way. It's very generous of him to give me 10k for beating him when I'm about to go destroy his ultimate weapon. You're as strong as ever, but it's too late. There's no hope for you now. Go down to the lowest floor and see for yourself. It's not over yet. Goober, let's look for the legendary Pokemon. This is not the time to call me by my nickname, okay? Trainers are protected by Pokemon, but they protect Pokemon too, right? Look, see the entrance to the lower floors over there. It's time to descend. I think there's a couple battles when we head down this way, right? Because this is where I was thinking of initially. Let's hurry. Are you gonna force double battle with me? Ooh. Ooh. I'm gonna lead with Regigigas because it's the lowest level and it needs the XP. That's the only reason. Is there battles on the way down here? There is. Oh. Ooh. These are gonna be forced double battles as well. These are gonna get scary. Machamp and Execute. Machamp scares me because I led with Regigigas, but we do have a pretty safe swap in to Staraptor, I guess. A level 50 Machamp is gonna hurt, though. That Aurorus is gone. You may not know it yet, but that Aurorus is already dead. Whether it's to a Bullet Punch or a Fighting-type move, it's already dead. But yeah, we definitely swap into Staraptor for the Intimidate on the Machamp, for sure. And also, you know, resisting their stabs. Cross Chop on Aurorus. Goodbye, Aurorus. Absolutely goodbye. There was zero chance you would ever survive that. Extra Sensory from Execute does how much? That's fine. That's completely fine. I am A-okay with that. We do have the option of going for Fly. I think the Machamp side is the one with 2 Pokemon. It does look like it. I don't really want to let a Machamp just be there for free. Also, if I use Fly and it has No Guard, it can still hit me. Fun fact about No Guard, it ignores Fly and Dig. So if it goes for Cross Chop with No Guard, it's still going to hit even if I'm not on the screen. So we're going to choice band ourselves into Aerial Acing the Machamp and hope that it's enough to Oko. Our Night Slash on the Execute. No. And they both survive. Okay. Execute goes down. We lived, at least. But yikes. Now, I can go to Pringles to immune the obvious fighting type move that is coming to me, and then I don't have to risk any kind of cross-chop crits. I know it goes down to Hail at the end of this turn if Malamar doesn't do its job and decides to be useless, so we're going to do this. It did outspeed the Psycho Cut. I could have just healed Staraptor, but still, this was way safer. We are playing it safe after that incredibly scary turn. Plus, Pringles needs to continue its leveling spree as it becomes even stronger. Hey, at least Regigigas gained a level. Look at that. Isn't that nice? Brave Bird. We probably should. Double the base power? Yeah. Yeah, it's time. It's time for Staraptor to come out and one-shot things. It really is. It's a scary move, because if it ever messes up, then we probably lose the Staraptor, but it's necessary. Weavile comes out. Once again, time to swap again, because we do not trust that. However, we can go to Infernape without any real worry. We resist Dark, we resist Ice. I don't know if Malamar can do anything to this thing. Maybe it has Superpower? Night Slash. Glad we swapped out. You have Superpower, Malamar? You do. Okay, that should finish it. Alright, alright. Nice. Nice. Thank you, Serena, for doing a lot of the heavy lifting. Yeah. Yeah, we hit the Machamp for a lot of damage. That was important. Glad we didn't go for Fly and take an extra turn of, you know, Hail up in the air or anything weird like that. So, good. Good. Do we get healed after every fight immediately? We do not. Okay. All right. Quick heal. I really don't have any lesser potions than just hyper potions. Okay, that's a little bit unfortunate, but I guess we'll just use them. I can always buy more. It's not too big of an issue. And let's continue. I get what Lysander is saying, but his methods are insane. They are. This might be a longer episode as well, because like I said, I kind of want to get through Pokemon X so we can maybe play Power World. Also, I feel like we should try and stick to the theme of trying to... Oh, that's a Mega Pinsir. The theme of trying to complete all of this in one episode. Aurorus should do a lot of damage to Pinsir with a Rock-type move. I think we're fine to stay in. It'll have Aerialate, so a lot of its moves will be... flying. We also have Rock Slide, which, I mean, no reason not to go for here. On the off chance we outspeed the Jigglypuff, we get a flinch against it. Superpower. On me. Ow. Like, I know Pinsir learns a lot of, fighting type moves, but still. Jigglypuff flinched, and Avalanche goes second. Why did you Avalanche the Jigglypuff? Why would you do that? Why would you not go for the Pinsir? Okay. The good news is Superpower lowers its attack each time it goes for it. That's the good news. Bad news is it doesn't mean anything if a crit comes out. We're still just healing. I'm still just healing. And I'm gonna really hope that it either superpowers the Aurorus or that, you know, there's no crit. Okay, it's me again. Okay, that's much more manageable. I was afraid of the Jigglypuff also hitting me. Jigglypuff wake up slaps. We got so lucky with that flinch the first time. We got so lucky with the flinch the first time. You're gonna Avalanche onto the Pinsir. Good. Okay, alright. Thank you for going for the Pinsir. I appreciate that a lot. That's very appreciated. The Hail, less appreciated. The fact that our teammate leads with this Aurorus every time, which is gonna set up the Hail every time, is pretty annoying. We do have leftovers at least, but yeah. I am going to heal again. Like I said, I'm trying to get this Regigigas some XP, and if we get past slow start, we do. Wake up slap, you're gonna go down to the helmet, that's fine. Not gonna hit too hard. If we didn't flinch that Jigglypuff though on that first turn, we lost our Regigigas there. Even if it wasn't enough and we would have lived on like 10 HP, the Hail would have taken us out. So that was scary. That was a little bit close. We've had a lot of close calls in this run. A lot of close calls. We have not lost. I've jinxed it. It's all over. I was going to say we have not lost that many Pokemon, but I just went and jinxed it. We do have Earthquake, which is going to hit our teammate, but honestly, I don't care. You keep hitting me with Hail, I want my revenge. Electro Ball onto me. Okay. It's not that fast for a Pokemon. Round, which might become an Ice-type move. But either way, it doesn't do a lot of damage. Earthquake 4 times super effective. Not great. Not great for 4 times super effective damage, to be honest. Could be way better. I might honestly just go to Infernape on this turn. I'm clearly the target, so we'll swap. Withdrew Aurorus. You're going to Altoy. Holy tech. Seeing the Electro Ball coming. Hold on. Wait a second here. Show me that Electro Ball into the Baltoy. It was on me, like I thought, which is why I kind of went to Infernape, because I was like, we'll be fast and we can deal with it. And on the turn where all of that ends, okay, we can finish it with close combat with no issues. May as well go all out, make sure that we one-shot it. Well, not one-shot as such, because it's already half HP, but you know what I mean. But yeah, I thought rather than risk any Electro Ball crits or anything like that, we'll just go to the fast Pokemon. Okay, some scary fights, as double battles do tend to be. Once again, just gonna make sure everyone is nice and topped off. We are a little bit low on potions, but I don't think we have too much to worry about in terms of catching the actual legendary Pokemon, because it should be 100% catch rate, right? I do believe. Goober, Serena. I don't believe it. What are you doing here? I'm sorry. I know, I'm just gonna slow you down. But the friends should stick together. I'm the one who should be apologizing. Came all the way out here and I wasn't being very considerate of your feelings. You are right. Friends should stick together. Goober, we should all go together, right? Yeah. I knew you'd agree. Okay, Shauna, Goober and I will go ahead. Stay close to us, okay? Okay, thank you. We continue with the double battles, I do believe. Yeah, there's more. Okay, alright. Very long episode today. Our plans haven't succeeded yet. We cannot afford any careless mistakes. I also can't afford any careless mistakes, because I don't want to lose a Pokemon right now. I'm very thankful that they always have one person on one side with just one Pokemon. Swampert Wartortle. Okay. We could go straight to the Bomb of Snow without too much worry. The Hail doesn't really affect us too badly, and I don't have too much to worry about from either of those Pokemon. Ground-type moves, who cares? Water-type moves, who cares? Skull Bash, Wartortle, who cares? I think we're good just a Bomb Snow. Ice-type boys. Rain Dance. My Hail! I guess we'll get it back up when I Mega Evolve, but this turn of Hail's redundant now. Man. Did he land Muddy Water on both? What an absolute god. That can happen. And he dropped both of our accuracy? What an absolute god. Okay, alright. I'm Giga Draining the Swampert. I'm not putting too much thought into it. We're going to set the Hail back up as well. Hopefully the accuracy drop does not have any impact on this fight, but we'll see. I can't believe he landed Muddy Water on 2 people. That's insane. It's like 85% accurate, and I feel like it misses half the time. I hate that move. That's why I hate Goodra's level up moveset so bad. It's because Goodra's level up moveset is here. Your attacking move is Muddy Water. That's what you get. For the entire time that you are a Sliggoo, for those like next 15 levels, unless you have Surf, you get Muddy Water. It's like, man, could I not though? Could I have anything better? I'll take Water Pulse over Muddy Water. I hate that move. It is so inaccurate. It's genuinely how I feel about like Stone Edge and stuff. I will run Rock Slide every single time. I'm just going to Giga Drain the Wartortle superpower. It's unfortunate that we go second here because it means that this Malamar is going to weaken itself a bit when it didn't really need to. But that's fine. Skull Bash, not scary at all. Giga Drain takes out the Wartortle. What scary Pokemon do we have last, though? Do we have anything that we are afraid of? Swirlix. The answer is no. I'm going to Leaf Storm the Swirlix because it's funny. Do I need to do this? No. No, but I'm going to do it anyway. Huh? I'm sorry, who gave Swirlix those steroids? Don't put steroids in your cotton candy. That's messed up. You shouldn't do that. Please do not put steroids in your cotton candy. Keep in mind, if you're someone that likes to go to festivals or anything and you like to eat cotton candy, it might eat you. Just keep that in mind. That did so much damage. We've made it to the bottom. We are here. It's an electronic lock. What should we do? This might help. It's a device that helps when you're stuck on a puzzle. Someone gave it to me. An electronic lock and a puzzle are sort of the same thing, right? Yeah. Yeah, I'd say so, kinda. The lock opened. She's actually a criminal in training. She is a criminal. I've never felt so proud. But what a criminal. It is finally time. The climax of the episode. The tree with the X in it for Pokemon X. Show me the incredible Pokemon that will be our static encounter. We're in the deepest part of the headquarters. It's somehow hard to breathe in here. Hey, it's that thing that looks like a tree, the legendary Pokemon. It doesn't look like it's alive, but... Oh, you wait. Oh, right! There's a horde battle! I'd forgotten about this. Oh my god. I don't need no horde battle. Make sure to take care of those runts that ran away. Should have expected as much from the kids who made it down here. You really think you can beat us? I do, but also this is gonna be an hour-long special, huh? Okay, all right. They just have one Pokemon at least. They have 2 Pokemon. Okay. Is it because I gave all important trainers an extra Pokemon? Is this my fault? Did I make this all so much longer? Are a bunch of these They probably are. I probably extended this so much by adding that. I'm probably also not helping by leading with a Regigigas that is, you know, halved attack for the start of all of these, but it's what I've done. Yeah, that hurt, actually. I should probably just go to... Don't say Jellicent. Don't say Jellicent. Don't say Jellicent. Don't say Jellicent. But what if I went to Jellicent? You know, an hour-long special, it could be fun. It could be fun to have an hour-long special. It's a little bit longer, especially as I might need a little bit more time to sort out the Pokemon Clover episode. This is probably good. This is probably good, just in case the Pokemon Clover episode is late or anything like that. While I'm looking for the sewer keys and the card keys and the rusty keys and all of that that's going to be in Pokemon Clover. So this should hopefully be enough content for 2 days. Light screen, that sucks. That actually just sucks. I can Nightshade, I guess. That helps. That helps. Nightshade tech is coming in pretty nice. I'm glad that we can use Nightshade. Wow, and the special attack drop. I'm glad that we can use Nightshade despite Assault Vest. That not KOing was tragic. You know, we have so many levels on this Jellicent, and we still needed like one more. We still needed to be level 52 for that, I think. And Fletchinder, which I'm honestly just gonna swap for because I'm lazy and we're just gonna, you know, spread a little bit of XP. We'll Thunderbolt it rather than waste more healing supplies. I'm trying to keep my healing supplies. We only have like 3 Hyper Potions left, which isn't a lot. So we have kind of come down to the wire in healing. I think I might have like a max potion and a full restore or something. So, I mean, we're not completely out, but we are basically out of... How did you live that? You're a Fletchinder. Why are you living that? Zekrom, buddy, I need you to, like, not suck. Light screen. Okay. Yeah, no, actually, you know what, Zekrom, you're forgiven. You would have KO'd if it wasn't for light screen. That was me. That was me being dumb. Yep. Yeah, that's fair. That's on me. I forgot. Because I immediately started using Nightshade because of the light screen and then immediately forgot about light screen. That's actually impressive. Good job, brain. You suck. We are going to, once again, Hyper Potion Jellicent because I need that thing. I do. Honestly, I have a Zinc. Do we use the Zinc on Jellicent? It was needed. He has his job. Do you think all living things can truly be happy? Damn. Should I get really philosophical with one of these questions of the day? Because I could get really philosophical like that, and I could be like, do you think that you actually have your own thoughts? And be like, get with some like really crazy ones? I don't think I'm gonna do that though. I'm going to, in fact, just immediately swap to a Abomasnow. And we'll see how Abomasnow does. I should have taken Regigigas out of the front, is what I should have done, considering it has Slow Start and all of these Pokemon only have all these trainers only have like 2 Pokemon or 3 Pokemon. It's probably not the time to be using it. Probably the time to be using something that's a thing. Time to be using something that's a fast sweeper, like, Gig. I meant to say Infernape, but I read the first 3 letters of Giga Drain and said them. Gig. The brain is truly the most incredible thing in the universe. Wow. Wow. Its talents. Incredible. We do land the Giga Drain after 2 Mud Bomb accuracy drops, though, so you know what? That's something. Damn. Damn, that is nice. I appreciate landing the moves. Swoobat. I guess we're guaranteed to go second, and we're probably just gonna miss, so we'll just go to our electric type. Probably a flying type move coming our way, like Air Slash, which would also have a chance to flinch us, so we'd have to get past the flinch, we'd have to get past the accuracy drop. Didn't try to flinch us, but we would have had to try and get through a lot of things if it had of, I guess, was my thought process, so I figured we'd just swap. Right now, set mode is being a butt. Set mode is being kind of annoying. Psychic, that's fine. We do have to keep in mind that there is a Future Sight coming with a special defense drop on us. Hopefully this KOs. Okay, it does KO, so we can swap out for the Future Sight at least. Or maybe if we can just KO the next Pokemon, that would also be convenient. Show me the babiest of babies. I want to see Baby. Shinx. Yeah. Yeah, that works. That works for babiest of babies. I'll take it. That was a little bit rude for me to bully, you know, the pre-evolved form of my favorite Pokemon, but this way we avoid Future Sight, so that's also nice. I like not having to deal with Future Sight with a special defense drop, so my plan was also going to be to go to Jellicent to, you know, sponge the Future Sight, and Shinx would do a little bit of damage to Jellicent, so... But yeah, it's time for Infernape to come back in front. I don't want to lead with Staraptor because we've seen if we lead with Staraptor and they, send out a fighting type second on set mode, we start to have issues of who we send in. Leading with Staraptor would have been nice. Man, I had to open my mouth, didn't I? I had to open my mouth. I should have led with Staraptor, I guess, for the fighting type. Sure. Sork can have Sturdy. Sork can have Sturdy. Which is concerning. It is only at, neutral, because of the Intimidate. I kind of want to use Fly. I also know it has a defense boost, so I kind of want to Brave Bird. Sucks at the guard of Aerial Ace, and then ran into something with Sturdy, but I think we Brave Bird here. Hopefully no Sturdy. That'd be best case scenario if we just don't have to worry about it, but it probably has Sturdy. It did have Sturdy. Please bulk up again. Okay, good. Okay, we're fine. Again, it was only a neutral attack, but still, a neutral attack from a Sork can be very scary. Indoor, that's just wasting my time in this already long episode. That's rude. That's just rude. 0 damage, 0 recoil. Go again. Let's try that again, shall we? But yeah, Sork goes down, 1 HP of recoil is what it is, that's fine. Palpitoad. I mean, I could just one-shot it, but also I like the idea of Giga Draining it because it's 4 times super effective, and that way we have our Intimidate for whatever comes out third. Could I have one-shot it? Yeah, I could have, absolutely. But this also one-shots, and then we have the Intimidate back out, just in case of a fighting type or something like that after. Or, well, I guess Staraptor did lose a lot of HP, so maybe it's not perfect, but I'm going to not Mega Evolve it. And my reasoning why is he set up the rain, and I don't care about the rain. That makes my Pokemon not take hail damage, and we one-shot regardless. If we need to Mega Evolve for the next Pokemon, we can. So, I'm just not going to Mega Evolve, which I maybe should have been taking advantage of more often. Blizzard in the hail is 100% accurate, is it not? So we can get rid of Glaciate. If I'm wrong on that, it's fine. Glaciate was a TM, we can put it back on. But I'm pretty sure Blizzard's 100% accurate in the hail. I'm like 99% sure. I'm 99.9% sure. But there's a tiny part of me that's having a little bit of doubt. Either way, Larvitar, Giga Drain, goodbye. And then we should be good to go. This really is going to be an hour-long special. I said it as kind of a joke because, you know, I thought it was going to be like a 45-minute episode, which we've done a couple times, but this really is going to be an hour. I hope some of you enjoy an hour-long video. I don't mind recording an hour-long video. I'm okay with it. But after an hour is when my brain starts to go kaput, and I start going gig. So, yeah, an hour is generally about my limit before I start, like, losing my voice and stuff like that. We are going to heal you and you. And let's see how this goes. Hello there, final person. I did forget about this guy. I thought it was just the three in front. But yeah, there's one more guy in the back. And you have a Fearow. That's annoying. That's annoying because we have to swap again. But we did just heal our Zekrom, who can deal with this just fine. Why does Fearow flap like that, by the way? Does anyone know why Fearow seems to have so much trouble just, like, staying afloat? His flaps are just so bouncy. They're so animated. Something about Fearow. All of the other birds, they seem so normal, and then Fearow's like... I shouldn't make movements like that. That's something that gets clipped. But you know what I mean, right? It's so animated and bouncy. In a way, I appreciate it, because when things changed to 3D, the sprites lost a lot of charm. Fearow did not lose any charm. I think Fearow gained charm. Unlike, you know, some Pokemon like Typhlosion, which lost a lot of charm when they changed from sprites. So, I guess I appreciate it at the end of the day. Ferroseed, we go back to Infernape. I wish I'd had these two Pokemon come out in the other direction, or the other way around, so we could have, you know, bonked this first, rather than swapping back and forth. But, like I said, if we swap back and forth, it does help us get XP, so it's fine. It's just a little bit inconvenient. We Flame Burst. You should go down in one hit. You don't have Sturdy, you have Iron Barbs. Goodbye, Ferroseed. And we are finally ready for our legendary encounter, which is going to be a Mewtwo, right? Right, we got those Mega Stones earlier in the run because it's a Mewtwo, right? So we're going to prepare for it to be a Mewtwo by leading with Pringles? I need to stop leading with Pringles. I guess we lead with Zekrom because that's fun to wave on the off chance that I am being a dum-dum and this thing doesn't have an 100% catch rate, but I think it does. It's time for the climax of the episode, finally. The legendary encounter that we have been waiting for. And especially I have been waiting for. Please, give me a Mewtwo. Please, I beg. There's a lot of legendaries that I'd appreciate. I don't even know if I turned on legendary for legendary in the randomizer settings, by the way. We could genuinely have a Weedle pop out of this, because I apparently messed up all of the settings when I first did the randomizer. So, who knows what this could truly be. This could be anything. So, we'll see. It probably won't be a Xerneas, though. I'm pretty confident it won't be a Xerneas. I do like Xerneas in the blue, though. I like this form of it a lot more. I think blue Xerneas is very nice. Rainbow Xerneas is cool. It's cool. But I like the blue version of it a little bit more when it first comes out, rather than the Sparkly Lights. Strange, because on a lot of Pokemon, I think I'd prefer Sparkly Lights. Our encounter. Is a Machoke that I can't evolve because I messed up the randomizer settings and didn't turn legendaries for legendaries. Damn. Does it work? Yeah. Yeah. If anyone could write in big letters the word dingus above my forehead, I'd appreciate that. That would probably be necessary. Yeah, that sucks. That sucks. Machoke with an Eviolite isn't the worst sounding thing of all time, but it's underwhelming compared to the Xerneas that was just in front of me, for sure. What do I want to call you? Do we just call you Protein? I feel like we just call you Protein. It's kind of like a food, right? It's kind of like a food. It's also kind of not, but I don't have any brain cells left because I've been recording for an hour, so, you know. Add Machoke to the party from your... No. 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 Get it away from me. I don't need that. What a relief. Now they can't use the ultimate weapon. You're amazing, Goober. The legendary Pokemon wanted to be a friend like that. It was a Machoke. Sure, now let's calm down. Let's calm down. Oh, I guess we have one final fight. Man, this is... Okay, we're gonna get through this text. This is a long, long episode. I apologize for making this so long out of nowhere, but this is a long episode. Man, I wish that Pokemon that we had just caught was actually good. Man Noel. With all of his gadgets and gizmos. Camerupt. I'm leading with Zekrom, right? This is awful. Okay, we go straight to... I like the fire theme with the Camerupt. That's kind of nice. Is this Mega Camerupt? Mega? I don't remember if he leads with his Mega or if it's his ace at the back. Yawn. Okay. Kind of annoying, but still, I'm just gonna click Surf. I'm not gonna think too hard about it. We will be put to sleep, which will be unfortunate, but also maybe the next Pokemon that comes out is something we'd swap against anyway, I guess. We'll probably bring out something to deal with a water type. Diancie. Oh. Well, unfortunately, I want to stay in against that, which means I have to spend a turn waking myself up. So that sucks. Don't be Mega. Don't be Mega. Don't you dare. Don't you dare be Mega. Skill swap. You just took Water Absorb. Huh. That's actually a god tier move. Okay, Ominous Wind Boost, while they skill swap that back to me, please? Stone Edge, that's gonna hurt. Yeah, we do not have great physical defense. We are Assault Vested after all. Can I get an Ominous Wind Boost? Stone Edge. No, I need you to skill swap again. Okay, we have to heal. Ominous Wind Boost? That was a crit, right? No, that was just higher damage. Okay. I think we would probably do more damage with Nightshade. So I think we'll swap to Nightshade rather than going for the boost. The boost would be cool. The boost would be cool. Yes. Yes, that's also cool. That's also greatly appreciated. Yes, 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 yes. I like that. We're going to hope that we can just surf it. Okay, we can. It went for Stone Edge again. Good, good. No crits. No crits, and we get the surf. This might be enough to KO because it's super effective. There we go. Okay, Diancie goes down. Thank you for skill swapping back. That was the silliest thing you could have possibly done, and I appreciate that. Pringles, please continue to be a god and sweep Lysandra's entire team. Articuno. Do I stay in? I feel like I stay in. I genuinely feel like I stay in. You're weak to flying. You're weak to ice. You're weak to ice. You're weak to flying. You have slow start. Listen, I don't make the rules. I just live here. I'm just gonna click Nightshade. Ice Beam. Okay, 10 damage. Don't care. 18. Don't care. Nightshade. Fine. Go ahead. Be an Articuno. Have Diancie and Articuno. It's fine. I got him a choke. I'm not salty at all. I'm so happy that the randomizer gave you these both of these nice legendaries. I can't complain too much when I have a Regigigas and a Zekrom on my team. I am aware of that. I'm not salty at all. Actually, I find it kind of funny that it was a Machoke. Don't worry. I'm not angry or anything like that. It was honestly funnier that way. But, you know, it's still very silly. We are going to heal on this turn before the next Pokemon comes out in case it's scary. Because this Articuno can't touch us. If it had sheer cold, that could be scary. But, you know, we are one level higher than it, thankfully. That could be scary. We're going to go for the Ominous Wind Boost. Because of course we are. Why wouldn't we? We may as well try. We're lucky that it didn't get a freeze on any of that, actually, because that was several Ice Beams. Articuno going down. Man, this really is a legendary-filled episode, though. There have been a lot of legendaries that have popped out. We click Surf. I'm not afraid of Sentret. Withdrew the Sentret. Going to Venusaur. You had a Venusaur this whole time? Oh, I guess he was trying to keep it till last. Because it's a Mega Venusaur. It's level 53. I think my plan is to go into Staraptor and Brave Bird it. Yeah, I guess that's my plan. I'm a little bit afraid of Sludge Bomb, but... especially from a level 53 Mega Venusaur. This could actually be horrible for me, but... you know. But it Mega Evolves against Thick Fat, doesn't it? So if that it's not going to do much. My Jellicent Sweep. Petal Blizzard. That is fine. 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 That's fine. That's best case scenario. We click Brave Bird. We should outspeed. Yep, good. Mega Venusaur is pretty well-rounded in all of its stats. It's got like base 120 defense, special attack. It gets like 120 and everything, and like it's very well-rounded as a Pokemon, so I'm always like unsure of exactly what to expect from it. And Centric comes out, which I'm also just going to Brave Bird. I don't think we have any reason not to. If this thing is Focus Sash, I swear. You know, if it's Focus Sash and it kills me, it deserves it. Okay, good. we make it through. But yeah, very, very, very many legendaries today. Very scary fights, but we do make it through. Prinkle's level 53. Actually, the only Pokemon on our team that is keeping up in levels with our opponents. But we have done it, and that will be where the episode is going to wrap up. We're going to go ahead and get through this guy's text, and then we will call it a day. Wow, Luigi. Know what I think? Even if there's only a little bit of something, it's still best to share it. Even when you managed to use Mega Evolution, that's because Gyarados shared its power with you, didn't it? And not just Gyarados, but your other Pokemon too. The legendary Pokemon is gone, so you can't use the ultimate weapon anymore, right? You don't have to worry about the future all by yourself. I think everyone should work together to make a better, beautiful world. If that were possible, all wars would have ended long ago. I can only see one future. One where selfish, foolish humans think about nothing other than themselves and steal more and more from one another. It's a tragic future. The original purpose of this device was to bring a Pokemon back to life. The Ancient King transformed it into his ultimate weapon. When the legendary Pokemon awakened, it took back much of its energy, its power, that had been sent to the ultimate weapon. There's not much power left, but there is enough to use it once. Carlos, Sycamore's pupils, let us live forever. That's right, I shall grant you eternal life. I'll give you the pain of endlessly waiting for a beautiful world to finally be built. Carlos, come on, let's get out of here. I got called my actual name rather than Goober. Oh, it happened. Pokemon X, the movie episode. It just keeps going. Hey, if we think about it, this is basically just annihilating France, right? Because this region's based on France. I'll be fine. I'm in Britain. I'm okay. I'll live. I think I actually just sticked out Geosenge Town, so don't worry. I don't know what any of these towns are like actually based on, or if they're based on like actual French locations. I hope that Geosenge Town is not based on an actual French location of just a bunch of tipped over houses. That'd be pretty messed up. But yeah, the ultimate weapon KOs itself. It hit itself in its confusion. Phew, I'm so glad you're all safe. I really respect the courage and kindness all of you showed. Thank you, bunch of 10-year-olds. Thank you. We're all fine. Are you guys all okay, Tano? Yep, as you can see, we're doing great. Thanks for asking. We worked together to save the Pokemon connected to the stones on Route 10. I mostly left battling with Team Flare to Cena and Dexio, though. Who are these Cena and Dexio you speak of? We're the masked heroes. Yeah. No one knows. No one cares about your fake identity. What we care about is going through and wrapping things up. So, I do believe we have made it. There's always more text. A long time ago, a very long time ago. Go ahead, AZ. You deserve this moment. I don't want to take this moment from you. You've waited 3,000 years for this moment to say these things. Pokemon granted eternal life earned this. The resurrected eternal Pokemon left the man's side. The man was surprised and sad. It revived it so they could be together. Day after day passed, but they were never to meet. Eventually, he became a mere shell of a man. A man condemned to wander forever by the light of the weapon. And a Pokemon that also wanders eternally. Where is it now? What do I have to do to meet it? You have to use the ultimate weapon again. That's what you have to do, and then the Pokemon's going to be like, hey, why'd you do that for? And then you'll see it again when it tries to stop you. Simple. But that is where we are going to wrap things up for today. So if you guys have enjoyed this movie-length marathon of an episode, really going through the big, beefy part of Pokemon X's story, please go ahead, leave a like down below, hit that subscribe button, and without further ado, bye.